Hello, welcome back. I want to say weekend sales video, 2 days, well, Saturday after the mail up to right now. Yep, 505 of 20. So I've definitely had better sales weekends where it reaches 7, 8, 900. But all in all, the net payout of what I wouldn't say my arbitrary, but what my amount is that I know I need in order to make headway, weekly headway. The payout's going to be over 1,000 after shipping labels. As a matter of fact, it's going to be like 1,300. So, and that's about what it was last week. That's where it needs to be. I've done the math for quarters, not 4 quarters, FOR. For the quarters, I've gone through past couple of years and I've seen that media per quarter, each of my quarters goes up roughly 20% each quarter, none of what it was accumulative for the ones before. So that definitely helps out in anticipating on how much more stuff I need to get, what I need to list, and keep selling. And as long as media sells fast, I'm going to keep scanning and keep buying because I have plenty of goals for what needs to happen. Like we need to get out of this apartment here. It's not bad. It's small for what it is. And I had moved up here from a much larger apartment. I moved up here to manage a window and door company, and I did that for a year. And a couple of years ago, I stopped doing that. I just went more full time into eBay because media sells fast. And speaking of some of that fast selling media, let's find out what the 20 are. Last of Summer Wine 2 disc DVD set, 25. Cheryl cassette, 17. First one of these sold, 16. Jana Jansen SACD CD, 37. So I had just watched Small Town Bookseller. He just put a video out. Watch that one. It's like a 15-minute video. He does primarily books. He also does some CDs, not a lot, some CDs and DVDs and other things, like hats and stuff. And I had mentioned in his new video about SACDs and 24K CDs, Hurt CDs. So this, not all of them look like this. So this is an SACD. And this little icon, usually they're not this small. Usually it's quite prevalent on the disc and on this little icon down here. Most of the time they'll have this. A lot of times they'll be wrote on here, on that spine, sometimes on the back, right here. So this is an SACD, SA Super Audio. Super Audio is going to be better than non-super audio. The sound quality. The good way how to say it. It's kind of like the pickup transfer of what is being transferred from the original recording. Is transferred at a higher bit rate. And the higher the bit rate is, the more data you can fit in the throughput. The amount of data being sent is more over the time frame than what a lower bit rate would be. So think of like your internet connection. How much do you get a, what's a good one? Was it Amazon Prime? So Prime, you have the option to change the quality of how much bit rate you get. And if you get more bit rate, you get a higher quality picture and a higher quality sound. Granted that it's not going to be the same quality from actual physical media, both visual and audio. And with the streaming, it's already compressed, and then you're looking at the equipment that they're using, all the degradation that's going through all the transfers, through the cables, through the satellites and everything from their servers to your connection, your actual quality of your equipment. If you're running a 10-year-old TV, it's going to depend on that, especially with CDs. So you have DACs, the digital audio converters. If something plays a disc media, it automatically has a DAC. To get an external DAC, to use an external DAC, you're going to increase the sound quality much higher fold. Much, much higher fold. But then if you have good audio brands, Crown, Carver, Macintosh, if you got that kind of money, and you have a really, really quality DAC, then you have a really, really quality speakers, materials, and tones, and the surrounds, and the grill, and the spider, and the magnet, and really, really quality crossovers. There's a huge difference in hearing sound from me recording it to this microphone to my phone, then that through my computer, and then through the computer to YouTube, and then YouTube to their processing, and the processing then on post-process, and then onto your device, and then whatever the quality is. There's a huge difference in that than to actually take the physical copy and put it in a player. So SACDs, 24 HD, 24 hertz CDs. There's some gold ones. I have an Aerosmith, or maybe I already sold it. Aerosmith gold one. I think I did sell it. But small tangent about SACDs and people picking them up. This was $37. Secret Garden little cast recording audiobook, $15. Chicago 8 CD, $17. This is one that's been listed 3, 4, 5 days maybe. Starry, starry night. Paint my palettes blue and gray. Some Don McLean. So for those who are privy to some older famous art and artists, and surprisingly, throughout the months I've been making these, no one has made anything in the comments regarding this backdrop. So it is a acrylic, all custom by someone I know down in Canton. This was $300. It's 40 inches by 32, maybe it's 46 by 30. Much, it's a fairly larger print. That's one CD. This is the very edge. 1, 2. A good word. A conflation of, or a juxtaposition of Van Gogh and Star Trek. Don McLean sang a song called Vincent, and he also sang a song American Pie and other ones. In the spirit of Don McLean, Van Gogh, $23. Folk Fast Forward Volume 3, $25. This is one. So I got from Lee Road, the one that's going out of business, that I have to go back there on the 6th or 7th because it's 90% off. And I'm actually just going to, when I go there, I don't know. If I go there on the last day at 5 or 6 o'clock and I just say, hey, how much for all of your leftover? I get stuck with a lot of stuff that I've already gone through. Other people have already gone through, resellers, maybe. And the reason why I say maybe is because when I go there, there tends to be a lot of really good stuff for reselling. So if there were other resellers that went there, they're missing a lot of stuff. So, it's kind of easy to tell if a herd of buffalo or bison have been in an area. It's easy to tell if locusts have been in an area because of what type of things they leave behind. Physical media resellers don't leave behind $20, $30, $40 items. So that's leading me to believe that there aren't media resellers that go to that store. Which is strange because usually Cedar Road doesn't have much, and transportation is always hit or miss. It's like they refill their media whenever they wapagall they want to. So listed for a week, $25. 11 disc Western set, 38. Roy Clark's Best of 99. So it's not the same one of what the other one was, because the other one I think was 2000, and they are not going to the same buyer, which is unfortunate. But still a sale, 19. This one, $20, going to, I want to say France or Italy. Low Down Dirty Shame DVD, 21. Just listed a couple days ago. Fantastic Four, the 2 movie, 24. Beauty and the Beast, multi-disc Blu-ray, 14. So this is one I remember when I was looking stuff up. I had new locked on the filter. So as I'm going through all the stuff, it's already new, so I can get a better idea if they're selling new. And if nothing comes up with it new, then I search it later with the unlocked. But this was locked for new. Yeah, new, I think are like $40. This is not new, but I still got 14 for it. So it wasn't a bad buy. Giorgio CD, 23. Apparently Mama Cass had a TV show, and this DVD was 15. Take a guess who this is. I don't know. You're going to have to guess who. Did you guess who? Ah, good one. $14. So that's the 20 for 505. Again, that's 2 days. So even if it was evenly spaced, that's still $250 a day, 10 a day. It's a little bit on the lower. And with anything, be grateful that you get what you get, right? So I'm grateful to have these. I'm glad to be able to get out and go. And today is one of those. I'm going to be getting out a tad later than I want to. But all the stores, the latest, the store that closes the earliest, I'll be there first. So it doesn't really matter it doesn't matter which time I leave. I don't want to be back late. But I'm going out to the Avon area, which is 45, 50-minute drive. Avon, real nice area. Kind of like Menor, just much larger. But it's on the west side of Cleveland. So I'm on the east side. Not in Cleveland, but it's over that direction. There's 7 stores that are on that road. That's the fortunate thing about dealing with media, that it's in every store, and there's a lot there, but it goes by so quick by just scanning. And when you start getting a little more used to what you're looking for, there you go. You hit 7 stores, you're bound to come back with at least 20 items. I'm going to guess by those stores there, especially the third store that I get to, their media section is quite extensive. I'm probably there for an hour and a half. It's quite extensive. And matter of fact, I got a cool VHS from there. And still last year, before I started in the eBays, it was like the witch who saved Christmas, or Dracula who saved Christmas, or something like that. It was a VHS, and it was like $70. So it was a good score. But that's going to wrap that one up. If you like what you heard, like what you saw, feel free to comment, thumb thingy, subscribe, share. Those are all free. Only takes a second. Appreciate it. Thank you.